Welcome back everybody, TheProSpartanGamer with Bradman Cricket, and we are on episode 35 of this fine game, would you believe. Second or third episode of season 3, I think. As you can see, early part of the season, we're in the Pro 40 game, and the next game is against Durham. A few of you asking about selection status from the last video. I'll just give you a little look. No real change there, fair way off in the two one-day Australian domestic cups, long way off from their 4-day game, and a long way off from, well, no chance actually from the 4-day game or the England selections, and a long way off from the IPL. So we need to improve all of that really to have a shout of getting in any of them. Hopefully we'll be nearer come the end of season 3. We have started season 3 quite nicely. As I said in the last episode, we'll try and perhaps not show so many meaningless shots, just to condense and get more action in the actual video. I don't think any of you guys have really got a problem with the length of the videos, just obviously as we're starting to get better, hopefully some of the defensive shots and swings when we miss one outside off stump and stuff like that don't need to be shown. So I am conscious of trying to edit some of that out in the future. Okay, let's crack on. Pro 40, probably our favourite tournament. We do like the T20 as well, as we are a quick scoring number 3 batsman for Somerset, Mr. P Spartan. Onwards and upwards. County ground again. So the Bradman Oval becoming our home ground, or is our home ground. We have had success here, and Somerset are batting first today. They've won the toss. So Compton and Trestoffic will be traipsing out again. It's a shame that the teams don't update a little bit more and there is a little bit more flexibility in the teams. Because when you go to pick in an expedition match, you can pick whether you want the 4-day game, the T20 game team, or the one-day squad teams, which are obviously different, but they don't appear different on here when you play. It's always the same team, which is a little bit of a shame. Perhaps a patch can fix that. And Somerset have had a decent start. That's probably the best start I remember for a long time by Somerset. So we're averaging 20 in this. We're coming in with Marcus Trestoffic still in. I think he's in his 30s or 40s. 62 for 1. That is probably the best we've ever come into for an awful long time. We've whipped that away and we're off and running. Simple single. So 20 overs gone. We've come in quite late here. We're coming in and Trez is just putting his bat up in the air for his 50. So he's got 51 out of 67 and he's having a hell of an innings here. And that was his shot there to bring up his 50. So all good news. See the fielder make a stupid dive here? No, we don't. So Trez on the 50. Somerset, reasonable start, not amazing. Not an amazing start, I wouldn't say. Looking at the runs, it's only 3 and over. So bit to do still. We were lucky we took that on, and it was a bit of a dodgy Derek one because there was 2 men out there. It looks like it's gone for 4. We should have put slod modifier on it really. We didn't think about it. It wasn't that short. And look at the fielder. I think he just done a roly-poly over here. Absolute. Look at that for absolute dog fielding. Nearly ended up sitting on the woman's lap who was sat on the chair there. We frustrated that one out. We timed the life off that for one. Unlucky, it want more. Pulled it, and I think that could be 4 more. Through the gap, he's done his roly-poly over there, and he's gone crashing into Hadrian's Wall again, head first. Can't field for toffee over there, that guy. And there's 4 more runs. We're just splitting that gap nicely over there. He keeps on pitching it short. Now we'll punch that one through there. That's well timed again. That could be 4 more. Really, our timing the ball today is a real thud as it comes off the willow. That Duke size 5 is really coming off. Look at that. Vumph. What a lovely back foot drive. Speeding across this Bradman oval turf. So we've lost Marcus Stressed off it there for 52. Good knock from Marcus though. 81 for 2. We're going to have to take this on. We've come in quite attacking. We're doing alright. We've upped the ante already and upped the run rate a little bit. Hildreth joins us. So we're facing Borthwick. That's good. Is there 2? No. Good clean pickup out there. Deep field on the cover side. Move us on to 15. Another over gone then. Mostly face from Hildreth and the wicket from Trestoffic in that over, don't forget. We are back on facing here and he's coming in. Ooh, we could be out there. Put it up there. Not giving it. Got lucky. Went for the drive. It was a decent delivery. That's a quick ball. Tried to hook it. Wide ball, Hump. Yeah, it is a wide. Well given. In a bit of trouble there. That's a lovely shot. Only one though. Off strike. Back on and facing Borthwick. Now what sort of field have we got here then? No one straight. Miss that man there and it's 4 runs basically. Just got to get it right. You gone straight-ish. Plus 4 all the same. Not going to stand back here. Borthwick's got the 2 wickets and he hasn't really been hit out of the attack. We're going to try and hit him out of the attack. That was a nice shot. Not quite a maximum, but safe enough. Oh, we've nicked off. We've nicked off. Gone for 20. That is disappointing. We thought we were on for a big score then, and that was a lovely floated leg spinner from Scott Borthwick. And that actually must have just span enough. We're just going straight back at him. A straight drive. Really did have some purchase on it. Just spun away, got the nick. Classic leg spinner's dismissal. And we've gone for 20. Didn't face many balls. We were in such good form. We were timing the life out of the lever. But we've gone. Let's see how Somerset get on then. Keyswetter coming to the crease. Dismal total gain from Somerset. Durham should knock these off. No trouble at all. Although they've had a bit of a collapse. And I don't know which way that's gone. Both teams die of dog shit. Somerset have managed to win. They've won that from nowhere. Must have been a real bowling track. Now you see Nick Compton taking 4 wickets, which is absolutely ridiculous. But 151 beat 124, and Pro Spartans, Mr. P Spartans 20 gets on there as a decent knock. Trestoffic actually getting man of the match with a top score of 52, so perhaps a 20. And the way we made that 20 look easy, wasn't a bad knock to be honest. But let's see what's coming up next. So next up it's County Championship against Gloucestershire. Gloucester, let's just see where we are in that. We're languishing quite low in that 7th. Don't forget this is now Division 2. So we're not doing the greatest in that. Where are we in the one we've just played, the Pro 40? Mid-table delights, but that is still our first win, that win over Durham. We need to up it. Next game is against Nottinghamshire, which won't be an easy one. Don't expect that will be in this episode 35. Hopefully not anyway, unless we have a real poor county championship match against Gloucester, because we've got 2 innings now. Hopefully we may only have 1 of the innings in this episode. If it's a real big 100 or something, that'll be amazing. Otherwise we'll probably have to pair. Anyway, let's crack on then. Gloucester in the 4-day game. Once again, Bradman Oval. Seen a lot of this early on in the season. Seem to, at the beginning of the season, see an awful lot of this ground, and then towards the end of each season it tends to change a little bit. So Gloucester are batting, so let's simulate. I don't expect they will throw us a ball. We've had that one over, don't forget, in our whole bowling career so far, and where we managed to take a wicket, but since then we've not had nothing. I mean, why is Nick Compton bowling? I don't know. And why is Trestovic bowling? I don't know either. They're struggling to make too much of a score, but then Howe and Roderick have come in and put on about 100. And Gidman. Well, no, they're out for about 250. And once again, Trestovic and Compton putting on a few more than they have. So they've put on about 60 again. So a couple good partnerships from Compton and Trestovic in this episode so far, which hasn't happened before. We are coming in at average of 12.78 on the increase. Don't forget, we want to get it up to nearly 20 at the end of this season if we can. Spinner on, it's a slow run rate. Gloucester made 219, as you can see there. Fairly conventional field. Whoa, what an awful wide delivery to have first up. We're lucky we didn't feather edge it. How's go? So Somerset's run rate is pretty poor here. Pretty slow going, to be fair. We've whipped that one away and we're off and running. Tight single, but Trestovic just made it. We've nicked the strike, which is always good. Good news. But it does look like this Somerset innings needs a bit of impetus put in it. It's a bit slow, only 2 and over, got a bit bogged down. Chasing a small, well, not chasing a small total, but looking to get a lead here. The spinners are on. And at the moment, it's pretty slow going from Somerset. Wide in. This guy's tossing it out quite wide. Hopefully he's going to continue to do so. That's a great shot. You've punched that one. Hopefully that's 4. Yes, it is. Really did loop it up. And you don't want to be giving TheProSpartan the opportunity to drive. Like Mike Connolly said in one of the comments, Mr. TheProSpartan likes to drive, and none better than that. Textbook drive, full peneft. Four more. Don't even run for that.
Great shot.
Another textbook drive. Look at that. Still haven't moved the man. Not there for it this time though. We've pinged it through the other side. There might be 2 here if we push. Coming back hard for 2. And there is 2. Good running that.
2 more runs.
So straight away you've added a bit of impetus into this innings. No run this time. Didn't quite get it. It's a bit more on the up. Banked it straight into the midwiff of the man there. Good over though. Housego went for a few in that over. All at the hands of Mr. Spartan. Gone the aerial route. No man back there. We thought give it a go. We're not going to stand in ceremony here. We want to up this run rate a bit. We're getting so bogged down here. 2 men up quite close. That shot is fairly risk-free. Well, we didn't clear him by much. But it's 4 more runs to Mr. P. Man back there now. Interesting move. We've nicked off again. Exactly how we were right against Durham. We've nicked off. Do fancy there's a few more nicks since the latest patch. I don't know what you guys at home were thinking. But it does seem like you nick off a little bit more. I mean, that was right up there, half volley length. It was there for the drive. And we've nicked off. It's a fairly comfortable shot, really. There you see it. Exactly the same dismissal, except for the keeper's caught as we were out in the Pro 40 against Durham. Anyway, we've got to go. We've gone for 15. And we were starting to play really well. I mean, we are playing really well. We just keep getting these dismissals. And we've gone 77 for 2 here then. And Hildreth is straight in and slapping a 4.
And straight away, he's
Let's simulate and see if Somerset can get above the 200 score of Gloucester. We will have our second innings definitely in this episode now. Trestoffic makes another 50, which is good news. In fact, he's still going. Can he make a ton up? Moyberg stay with him for a while. No, 89. But Somerset have got a lead here. A lead which is over now. 100. We might not even bat in the second innings here. Moyberg with a massive 100. Somerset with a 200 plus lead. Not going to be that many to knock off. Are they going to make us bat again? No. Somerset have won by an innings here. First time that we've won by such a margin. It is Division 2, don't forget, so we won't have a second innings in this game. Massive knock from Moyberg of 196, not out. We can only dream of innings like that, to be honest. And Somerset have won by an innings in 75 runs. So that's good news for their chance of perhaps promotion. We will have another Pro 40 game in this episode then, hopefully. Next up, it is the Pro 40 against Notts, like we said. Let's just see where that leaves us in the county championship table. Puts us up in the second place. Essex have got a game in hand though, so they should go above us. But it's a decent start. Somerset's got a bye in the next round, so everybody will be on the same amount of games or near enough anyway. So that win against Gloucester has given Somerset a big lift in that one. Anyway, let's get back on. We've got the Pro 40 against Notts to come. I'm not sure where it is. Hopefully it's at Notts because I like their ground. We'll be back with the action from that one. So, Nottinghamshire are batting first in this one-day game. Once again at the Bradman Oval. Let's see how many they can knock up. Hells and Lum in bat, or Hells and Jakes. Got Hells out cheap, which is always good. The Overton twins doing the damage at the top there. We're on bowling. I think we're bowling. Or is it a break? What's happening here? No, we're coming into bat. Could that happen quick? They must have knocked up a reasonable total. We're going to have a look at the scorecard. So I really don't know what happened then. It sort of flashed up from one to the other very quickly. So they hit exactly 200 from their 40 overs. And Trestoffic is out first ball to Shazad, who's got wheels. So we are facing Shazad, first ball, second ball up, and he's got wheels. Oh! We've gone first ball, our first golden duck, I think. Christ, we just went to defend it as well. Shazad is on an absolute, well, he's on a worldly here. He's on a hat-trick. I think that was like scripted in the stars or something. Because it just seemed like we were going to be out no matter what we did. Obviously we could have replayed it, but we haven't. So this game is going to be the quickest Pro 40 game in history. Let's just see if Shazad does get his hat-trick. Ooh, unlucky. I can't see us chasing the 200 needed here. So let's see if Somerset do get anywhere near it. Ducks are plenty at the top of the order. A row of them. 3 fat ducks in a row. And Somerset have got absolutely annihilated by Nottinghamshire there. And we'll be on to the next game. Look at that, lost by 55. George Dockrell with the highest score. Dear me. That's our first bad score for a long time. So it's a county championship game. Round 6 against Middlesex then we're going straight into now. So you've got covered 3 games in this episode just because this is probably the poorest episode we've had for quite a long time. Run wise. Let's hope we can change it on this one. So different stadium, which is nice. Got a bit fed out of the Bradman Oval, so we've got really nice stadium here, and we're batting first against Middlesex. Come on, Mr. P. Come on, Mr. Spartan. About time we put in a bit of an effort, a bit of a decent knock. Tim Murter will open the bowling. Hairy gorilla arms, as you can see. We're in quite early, 20 for 1, something like that. That average going up slowly, but not as high as we'd like it. Only that 150. Spinner on already, which doesn't fill you with the nicest of fruit since we've been out to a spinner a couple times already. And we're away. Simple single. At least it's not a golden duck like it was in the last game.
A pleasing over from the bowler and a wicket taken too.
Kept the strike as well. Spinner on from this end though. Feel very much similar. Got to be careful with that shot, trying to work it through. Going back to the trusty. It's only singles, but gonna have to try and build an innings here. Not be so hasty. So Nick Compton has fallen. He's hit it in the air, straight down the long off throat in that over. And we are struggling again here. 20 odd for 2. In with Hildreth. Wicket looks really lovely wicket. Really lovely pitch. So don't know why we are struggling quite so much. It's a full bunger. We've got into it nicely. It's only going to be another single though. We're dealing in singles at the moment. So in that Ollie, rain our over, we've lost Hildreth as well, going for a scoop shot quite bizarrely when we're 20 for 2. We're now 20 for 3 and batting with Keyswetter. So, got to be careful there. That's a glorious straight drive. I mean, that is a thing of beauty. Absolute tracer bullet back past the bowler. All the way along the deck. Spartan with the best shot of the day. Look at that. That will get him through the turnstile. That sort of cricket shot. Really was. Crisp as a nut. Straight into the chicken stand. Advertising holdings. Coming around the wicket now, Rogers. Flicking him away. Straight to a fielder. We're going to have to hurry here. Good dive from Keyswetter. Moves us on to 8. Another over gone. Still that big space straight, which is so tempting. Waiting. Just waiting. We are attacking batsmen. We are under a bit of a cosh here, so. But we have gone for it. We've middled that with some real meat. Straight out of the ground, 6 runs, or 6 runs straight, big hit. Just caught it on the full as well, which is always a bonus. And Ollie Rayner going fetch, boy. Did anybody catch it in the crowd for a case of tribute? No, I don't think they did. Oh, and in doing so we got out. We've just nicked off again. Ah. Weren't really ready for the delivery. Should have just played defensively at it, but it's that feather edge through to the keeper again, which has happened again. 3 of the 4 dismissals you've seen in this episode have all been the same. Is this, since the patch, has this dismissal become the favourite one? Can you let me know, guys? Because I've only played a couple episodes since the patch, and the feather edge does seem to be happening an awful lot now. I'm not sure if it ain't too much. Anyway, let's crack on with this game and see what happens. Somerset collapsing like a pack of cards. Dockrell and Fonzo Thomas managing to get him out of jail, and it's another 100 for Fonzo Thomas, and it might even be 100 for Dockrell. Amazing stuff. It is 100 for Dockrell. Never happened ever in his life, I don't think. Sam Robson, Dexter and someone low down the order is going to score some for them now, I expect. Simpson and Dexter still going strong. Big 5th wicket partnership. Dexter going to get his 100. No, I don't know. We're going to have to look at the situation here because I'm not sure what the situation is. We're back in. And obviously we only just made it over our average in that first innings. The other thing I'm going to look to do is change the graphics on, change my bat before you see me in the next episode. So Somerset lead by 86. So it's a pretty tight game here. So if we've got time to look, or will it come straight? It's going to come straight in and bowl at us, I suspect. Just panned it straight back at him. Gonna do a lot there. Over bowled. So facing Murter here. Trestovic is now out as well. So ooh. I honestly don't like this controller I'm now using. I know it sounds like an excuse, but I really don't. Get a single. 2 there every push. Come on. That's good running. Didn't really time it, but we'll pick up 2.
And he's off the mark.
This one feels so much looser than the other one. The other one's a newer controller. No man out over there. We fancy picking him up. Didn't quite get that. There's 2 more. Scrappy start here from Spartan. That's a nice shot though. Don't think that's going to go, to be honest. No, just stealing in 2s here. Pairs and pairs and pairs. Pairs of jugulais. Over bowled for Murter. Hildreth holding an end up then. Nothing much coming from it. They've got men out everywhere over that side. The offside must be totally banished here. No one in front of really will try and work it through there. No one anywhere near there. Hopefully it's got enough on it for 4. It's definitely 2. There will be 3. An easy run 3. To keep the field the same, then there'll be plenty of runs coming through that cover mid-off area. You don't want to worry about that. Still open through there. The ball will still go through there. We can. Whoa. Just inside edge that one. Ended up going to mid-on. I've got a big Spartacus sat on my lap. A big Pixie Bob kitten. Wide end. That gap is so inviting, we just can't get it through there.
After that last ball, the bowler will have some added confidence.
Got it through there this time. Don't know if it's got enough on it again. Could be another 3. Tis another all-run 3. Good running from Hildreth and Mr. Spartan. Good productive over that one. We keep strike as well. Couple 3s thrown in it. Field was sat really weird. What is it like now? Again, no one real straight. So we've gone for the big hit. Have we got hold of it? We have. I think it's 4.
One bounce and it finds the rope.
It's a nice crisp blow though. We've come in to get this lead up nice and quickly if we can. We're not going to be here blocking all afternoon. And that's a nice shot. Starting to pick these spinners off. Just don't want to nick off again in a minute. Don't know if we got hold of that enough. Could be 8. It's 2. That's gone for 4. We got a bit too much height on that one. Rogers is going though. Let's see how far away from the catch was it. No, he wasn't really ever going to get there, was he? Oof. Got away with that. Come on, concentrate. Can it every ball. Smacked it straight into the fielder. Silly point or silly. There's a change to the field now. Clip that away. It's only 1. Moves us on to 21.
One run added to the score.
Murter again, is it? That's good news. You've got the same field with no one out through there. Deep extra cover, but no one really straight. No one there. That's glorious. Surely 4. It's only 2. I thought we timed the life off it. Exactly where I wanted to put it as well. Yeah, 1. Fairly safe shot again. Yeah, come on. And we'll nick the strike with that single off the last ball. Move us on to 27.
2 runs at it.
Ready to take on the... Oh, it's a no balls. There's another ball left. It's a bugger.
10 off it.
Kept the strike anyway. Is it the spinner back on? Let's have a look at the field again. We won't lay down and die here. We've got that fairly flat, just over the top though. Pick up 2. Gone for 4. That was a bit scary then. I didn't think we quite got it. But it has gone for 4 more. It was quite tight to the man. Didn't have so much height, but a lot more power perhaps in the right direction. So wasn't the worst shot. Ooh. Risky. Risky bisky. Gone down the wicket, that's nice. Good footwork. 4 runs. On to 35. It's a good knock now. And that was a good safe shot really. Probably his best shot of the day off the spinner. Man's out there now, so we've got to be careful. Just 1 out to mid wicket. Another single to Mr. P. Spartan takes him to 37. Lead of about 130 now, I think, which is decent. We keep the strike. Still murder bowling. Still no one straight. Punched it straight down the ground. Push for 2. Push for 2. Great running. Great running from Hildreth. He's a little rabbit. He really is. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Now they change the field. Good cricket from them. One down the fine leg. Or square leg. Into the 40s now. It's a good knock this from Mr. Spartan. It's positive. That's a 50 partnership up between us and Hildreth. No need for anyone to crap in the helmet today. That's good stuff. We just tickled that one away for another single. And we'll keep the strike. Who's bowling now? It's a spinner again. Oh, just pitched outside. That was lucky.
Delivery he just bowled, and he'll be cursing his luck. The batsman is still at the crease.
Gone down again. There is a man straight. We didn't realise he was there. Luckily, we got hold of it. 6 runs. Fantastic hit. I didn't realise he was there. I had my heart in my mouth when I saw him come. I thought he was going to get there, but it's a big, big hit from Mr. P. Takes us very close to another Championship 50, and that's a long way back. 47 we move on to. We'll whip that one away fine for a single. So we are on strike. So just goes careful here. Whipped it away nicely. It's another single that takes us to 49. I think we nicked the strike with that as well. Or do we? Yep, we do. One more run for our second county championship 50, and that'll be our second 50 of season 3 in the championship, which would be great. Let's just make sure we get there nice and easy. Nothing silly here. Oof. Could have quite easily feathered that one. Got to remember, if he drops it short, we've got to go with the slog modifier. Push, 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 push. Yes! We're there. Bat in the air. Another 50 for Mr. P Spartan. Fantastic stuff. It's coming quick time, this one. He's not hanging around. 32 deliveries. But it's his second county championship 50 of the season. That's good news. Wagon wheel. Usual areas. In fact, we've a few more. We've come around a little bit to mid-on with a couple, which is good news. But we've got to concentrate here, because we've been out in the 50s quite a few times, and we would like to go on a little bit further than that if we can this time. So, yeah, come on. It's a good shot. Should be 2. Push, 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 push. Easy 2.
2 runs at it.
Yeah. A single. Easy cricket. The Somerset lead getting bigger and bigger all the time. 152 now.
Short leg fields this.
Oh, we feathered off again. How many times are you going to feather off? Never mind, we got the 50, but we were so looking forward to going on further then, and we thought a safe push there for one in the covers, but we feathered it again. Got to be so careful on that shot then. That's becoming a risky shot now, which was quite a good shot in the end before. We feathered off and we've gone. Good knock, 53, but damn, we wanted to go on and make it so much better than that. Wanted to get into the 60s for the first time. Never mind, hopefully Somerset can go on and win this game. We're in a good position. Should put at least 250 lead on the board. Hopefully more than that. Hill drift going on, hitting a good 50, then getting out in 50s as well. So I think they need about 270, 280 to win. They started quite well. Robson, couple decent wickets there though in the middle from the over, and then Trestovic turning his arm. This is going to be tight. We're going to lose this.
That's the end of this match.
Somerset have just nicked it, but that must have been quite close towards the end there. Man of the match, Thomas. 142 from Thomas and 120 from Dockwell in the first innings set it up. We had a nice 50 there in the second innings, won by 37. So that's back-to-back championship wins for Somerset, which is good news here, wrapping up episode 35. Quite a few XP there, as you can see. We'll just check the averages and that and the tables before we sign out for the end of that episode 35, which did finish quite well. But I think we saw 6 innings in that episode, 5 of which were nicks off to slip or wicket keeper. All my regular viewers of this, just put a comment in the bottom whether you are noticing the nick off dismissal is becoming a lot more frequent than it was previously. So I feel it's almost too frequent now. I don't know how you guys feel. So next up in episode 36 will be Pro 40. Let's have a look where we are in the Pro 40 we're doing well, we're bottom of the Pro 40 actually. So we're not doing so well in that. The championship we're doing a little bit better in, isn't it? Which is this one. We are second. And we've got a game in hand over Worcester, who we play next at New Road. So things are looking up. There is an outside chance of promotion back into the first division if we continue on this vein. 2 wins on the spin in that and looking quite nice. Let's have a look at our averages. list day average wouldn't have improved much. It's dropped actually below 20 thanks for that golden duck against Nottinghamshire, which was a bit annoying. 350s in that, top score of 59. Let's just go to our first class average now, which is on the up. It's into the 13s now, which is nice. We're approaching 1,000 runs. It's taken us the best part of, well, 2.5 seasons. We're in season 3 now. Top score, we couldn't beat that at 55. We ended up with 53. A few more sixes, hit 8 now, but there is 2 50s there, so there is some improvement on that. I'm sure we're still a long way off all the selection things. They wouldn't have changed. No, domestic shield, still not interested. We've got to start hitting some big hundreds for that, I'm sure. Anyway, good end to episode 35. Thanks for viewing, guys and girls. I'm the Pro Spartan Gamer, and I'm out, and I'll see you very soon with some more DBC 14 from Big Ant. Cheers, guys. Stay safe.